3 books that changed my life: The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, Awareness by Anthony DeMello, and Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I've read some great books that have had an impact on me. To say one has changed my life, those are the 3 that have had the biggest impact. That being said, there's many books I've read that have had a profound impact on me, including David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me, incredible book. I recommend the audiobook. Phil Knight's Shoe Dog on the autobiographical side. And then I've got a stack of books here that have had a great impact on me as well. Start this one off here. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning. So good. I tend to underline and add notes. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. You know, the ability for someone to acquire knowledge throughout their life and compress it and condense it into a book. How to Get Rich, this book was fucking amazing as well. This one I read recently. I read that one recently too. Discipline is Destiny. I think it's Ryan Holiday's best book. So good. So good. Oh, this one really just perfect timing with that one. This book, controversial. Definitely recommend it for my guys, young men. This is a gem. That's what I'll say about that. Yeah, Almanac of Naval Ravikant. This is a great book as well on happiness and wealth. The Courage to be Disliked. Incredible book. Fascinating book. And then The Untethered Soul. I have a Instagram story on my profile. I don't know what they're called, but you can just see it. Whenever I finish a book, I add it there. Over the last 2 years, I typically lean towards the self-development section, business, mindset, health, wellness section of the bookstore. I used to read fiction a lot. I read all the Harry Potter books before graduating elementary school. So I used to love fiction. I read Encyclopedia Brown, and I loved reading. I always loved learning, and this was my frustration with the education system. I promoted a lot of memorization and not much learning. I believe one of the beautiful things about books is you can get a completely new perspective. And I believe that all these books that I mentioned here offer that. I think the best book I read this year will have to be Discipline is Destiny. And if I could recommend one book, it just depends, right? Because like, what's your goal? What do you want to learn about, right? Like if it's money, maybe How to Get Rich, or even I Will Teach You to Be Rich, somewhere over here, by Ramit Sethi. Philosophy, maybe The Courage to be Disliked. Psychology, Man's Search for Meaning. There's another great book too, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. It's a great book. What I would say is maybe search up all these books, and whichever one sounds interesting, get it and read it. These are all books I've loved. I'm not recommending a book that I've not enjoyed. They're all 10s, let's say. They're all 10s. They're all books that I've loved and have had a profound impact on me. I'm just editing the video here. If I hear a book recommended from multiple people enough times, I tend to feel like that's a sign I should read it. And then if I hate it, I'll put it down. There's so many books I've started. I think it's hard because there's sunk cost fallacy. You've spent however long reading so much of it, and it's this thing you feel like you have to finish. It's like people that stay in a relationship that's not good. They don't know there's better out there. I read this daily Stoic book every day. It's like a meditation on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. I recommend this book as well. The reason I wanted to bring it up, let me find it, because it says, this is from Marcus Aurelius, who was the emperor at the time. He wrote Meditations. Ryan Holiday takes what Marcus Aurelius wrote and essentially applies it to our current day and age and says, the purpose of our reading and studying is to aid us in the purpose of the good life. At some point, we must put our books aside and take action. So as Seneca puts it, words become works. We want to be both scholars and soldiers in the good fight. So don't just read books, but get out there and get after it. Also, I have a newsletter. So if you enjoyed any of the recommendations here, ZachSCohen.com. Takes 20 seconds. You can unsubscribe at any time. But I send that out every Tuesday, and it's full of gems, tips, recommendations. What's your favorite book of all time? What book has had the most profound impact on you? Have an incredible year. Appreciate you. As always, keep going. Peace and love, baby.